In this video, we're going to learn the concept of spreading worksheet, free space, tracing workbook changes, workbook production, then worksheet production, changing views, and page setup settings. Start with the spreading worksheet. So this is my worksheet, and at some point of time, I want to divide this entire sheet into two halves. Where first half I want same data, second half the bottom of the data I want to check it out. Maybe you are going to cross verify the data at that time. Place your cursor wherever you want the division. Say for example, I want division from 50th row. Then go to view, click on split. You can just see your entire sheet is been divided into two halves. Same data is there, but it will be in a two halves. You can have two scrollers. You click here, you can have two different scrollers. Now you can, if you want to have a comparison of these two, first half, second half, some data which has been repeated, check it out. You can cross verify with the same content. That is what a splitting of a sheet. If you don't want, just click back, your old data will be remain as it is. Next, freeze pane. Now this is a huge data. As soon as I scroll, my heading will be course. So but I want this heading to come as it is. I don't want my heading to go. Even when I scroll down, I want to see what heading it is. So after a certain point of time, I won't be knowing what values are there. So what is this column, what is this column, or what is this column. So I want the heading to remain as it is. So that's what we call as freeze panes. So freeze panes options are again present under view tab itself. Under view tab, click on freeze pane. Now we have freeze top row, which means it's going to freeze the first row. Just click on freeze top row. If you see a small line coming here, which means this has been freezed. Now you scroll down, even if you go to the last row, even when presenting the last row, still the top column has been freezed. Now if you don't want, click back here and freeze pane. Now if you want to freeze the first column, only this column, then freeze first column. Now if you scroll here, the first column will always be freezed. You don't want, come back. Now so imagine I have got a heading here. So I insert here one row, analysis. So I just mark it. Now my heading is this. Although there is one more line, two lines headings are there. When you go for view and say freeze pan, it will freeze only the top row. But I want to freeze at least two rows. So for that, all you have to do is place your cursor or select the cell from which you want the content to be freeze above that. So since I want the content of the first two rows, then I'll place my cursor in the third row. Even if I want to freeze the column also, say for our example, I want to freeze these two columns as well. So or else the first column and these two rows, then I'll place my cursor here, which means anything that goes from left side will be freezed and top of that will be freezed. So place there, then go to freeze pane, then just click on freeze pane. Now you see two lines, which means these two rows has been freezed and this one column has been freezed. Okay, these two rows have been freezed. If we go like this, the first column has been freezed. If you don't want, unback, unfreeze. Next is tracking workbook changes. So tracking workbook changes helps you to find out whenever there is some modification happens in your data. Okay, that is available under the review tab. Review tab, track changes. Now someone has modified the data. Now I want to see what was the old data and what is been modified. That time I can go for track changes. So review, click on track changes, highlight changes. Now just select track changes. So you'll ask when, it will say go for all. So highlight changes on the screen, click OK. Now with this, as soon as you do this, it will ask for the workbook to be saved. Click OK. Your workbook will be saved now. Now let us modify this. I'll make this as no. See, as soon as I made no, the highlighting came here. Now I can make it as a IT here. Change. So I make it as HP. Change. I change the date. Say 2020. It change. So 4 changes I did, everything will be highlighted. So click pop and highlight changes, click on accept or reject. It will save back again and click OK. So since it is not been reviewed, it will ask you for it to review first. So click OK. Now see, change cell G9. So these are cell G9 from S to no. Earlier it was yes, now it has been no. If you want to accept it, let me say accept. Now next IT, from admin A to IT I'll say reject. For HP I say I want to say accept, I'll accept, I'll say reject. So you are highlighting, since this two has been rejected, that's why the highlighting remain as it is. So click back, highlight changes. So if you don't want any highlighting to happen back again, click here, it will save back here again. Done. Now no more, whatever the changes that you do, that will never be highlighted. So let me check it out here. Okay. Because I'm no more, I'm tracking my changes here. So there is a track changes. Now next, your workbook production, again that is available here itself. We have got basically two kinds of production. One is a sheet production and a workbook, which is nothing but this entire data in protected. Now let us start with the workbook. So click on workbook, will just ask you for a password. Select, give the any password whatever you want, re-enter the password. Now if you see, I can modify my data here. This data can be modified here. So what has been happening in workbook production, only thing is you cannot add a new sheet here. If you see, I cannot add a new sheet, you cannot rename the sheet. I just right click, see there is no option with respect to sheet, insert, delete, rename, move or copy, tab color, hide and hide. So your structure of the sheets will be remain as it is, which means this has to be first sheet, this has to be next sheet, it will remain as it is, you cannot rechange it. So even if you go to home tab and check here, so with respect to sheet option, that will be disabled. So that is your workbooks production, which means the structure of your workbook will remain as it is. So you cannot modify, you can not add new sheets, or you cannot delete existing sheet, you cannot rename it, you cannot change the color of the tabs. All those options will be disabled. So if you don't want the option to come, again just click on workbook production, re-enter the password you have given, click OK, it will be done. Now you can see, when as soon as I right click here, I can insert, delete, rename, copy, whatever, and I can do it. If you want to insert, you can insert back from here also. And that is your workbook production. Now next is my protect sheet. So when I apply protect sheet, this will be applied only for the present sheet that I am working. Say I am working for sheet 4, which means the protection will be happen only for this sheet and not for this and this. So click on protect sheet. Now protect worksheet and contents of the log cells. So let us see what is log cells. Once after the production, what is going to happen. Then allow users of this worksheet to do. So by default, I'm selecting these two will be selected, which means you can only select the locked and unlocked cells. You cannot do anything else. It means you cannot format the cells, you cannot insert, you cannot delete the content or insert a row. You cannot sort the data, you cannot filter objects. All those things cannot be done, which will be done. So enter the password here. It will ask for re-enter the password. Okay. Now see, if you go to the tab share, everything is been disabled. I cannot modify. If at all I want to delete it, say edit it, it will say that the cell or the chart you are trying to change is on a production sheet. You make a change, unprotect the sheet, you might be requested to enter a password. I cannot enter it now, but if we observe here, there are certain formulas are applied here. So here all the formulas, and you can see those formulas again. Okay. Now see, you can enter, I cannot enter here also, because all the data are locked. So how do you unlock this? Go to review tab, unprotect sheet, enter the password back again. 10. Now you can see, if I type here, you can enter the data. Now what are the log cells? So let me select this column. I'll say right click, format cells, click on protection. Now here you can see log cell. By default, your entire workbook cells will be in the lock mode. If you want to unlock, let me go for unlock mode and click on OK. Let's first see what is going to happen with this. Now I'm going to click for protect sheet, enter the password, re-enter your password. Now if you go here, if you want to edit, it will go for protection sheet. But whereas here I can modify, because this particular column I made it as unlocked, which means I can modify this data. Sometimes you want to highlight you want to like protect only few columns, that time you can lock those columns and unlock other columns. That can be done. So unprotect sheet, that will be done. Now the next option that is available there is, if you see after locking also you can still see the formula, but I don't want the formulas to be seen by anyone. I want only them to see the data and not the formula. That is what the protection I want to do. For that, all I have to do is to select your entire sheet. You can select entire sheet, right click, format cells. Okay, let me say lock all, then I say hidden. And when I say hidden, what will happen? You will hide your formulas. So click OK. Now protect your sheet. Now if you see, you cannot see any formulas, cannot see any data that present under your formula bar. Nothing can be seen. Only thing you can see your content, and no more formulas can be seen under the formula bar. So unprotect sheet, your sheet will be unprotected. The next option that is present is go to file, protect workbook, which means whenever you want to open a workbook, you want to give a password. So that can be done with the help of encrypt with password. So you're not allowing the person to log in at all to your file. So that is encrypt. Click on encrypt, enter your password, re-enter back, click OK. Now go back, save it. Now I'll just close this. So now try to open. So this is the file which I have opened. It will ask for the protection password. So if I enter wrong password, it will say the password you supplied is incorrect. So open back. Now I'll open it with my correct password. So until unless you give a right password, no one can open your file. So how do you disable? Go to file, protect workbook, click on encrypt password, just delete your password, make it as empty blank. Then that will be gone. Now save it back, your file will be there. Next, changing views. Under view tab, I've got different views: normal view, page break view, page break view. This is the normal view that will be available. Same views are available here also. So let us click on page break. Page break basically helps you out to find out when you're going to take a print under one sheet how the data looks like. So click on page break view. If you see here, the content is in a two sheet. Page 1, this is a page 2. Now you can increase the size and you can change it however you want. So, and now this becomes entirely in a single sheet. So this is basically helps you out whenever you go for a print. That time you know how much content comes in the first page or second page. It is maybe sometimes what happens, one column is moving to the second sheet. You can rearrange this. That is a page break view. Anytime you have to go back to normal, click on normal view, will be a normal view. Next is a page layout. Click on page layout. Now here when you click on page layout, it will show you headers. If you want to display any particular heading, that will be defined. Okay, let me go for a normal view here. I just on normal view, I will go to this sheet. Now I'll do the page layout too. Okay. So heading, header, whatever you want. Say I'll say resume. The same thing will be present in each all the sheets that are there. Now if you want to display the page numbers, I will click here, put header, footer, designs. I say I want a page numbers. So once everything your job is done, go back to a normal view. Now if you go for print preview, you can say resume 1. So you can go see all the page numbers can be seen. So that is your two different views. So page break view, a page layout. Third option, last option that we're going to see about your page setup options. Click on page layout. There are different options. The margins which you want to leave, orientation, everything. If you see I want the data not to be in a landscape, I can click on landscape. So you can select the data in a landscape. Size, you can change the paper. So by default it is letter. I want to make it as an A4 size, you can go for an A4 size. Margin, that is how much amount of space that you want to leave it on the left side, right side, top and bottom. So click on here and give the detail options here. Okay. This is the margins, means on the top, left, right, how much amount of space that you want to leave, that will be different. By default it is 1.9, 1.9 top and bottom, 1.9 on the left and right. Now this option is used if you want to put the content in the center of the page. If you just see here, the content move on the center page, vertically or horizontally. Now this is vertically, exactly center of the page, that will be defined. So That is what your page header. Now you want these two rows to be printed in each, or this row to be printed in every page. If you go for print preview, see only in the first page, second page no headings are there, third page no, but I want the heading to placed in each and every row. All you have to do is go to page setup, click on sheet, now click rows to repeat at the top. Now I'll just select this row 2. You can select multiple rows also. For example, if you want 2 rows, you can select 2 rows. If you want say 5 rows to display, you can select 5 rows. Now in this case I want only 1 row, I just select 1 row. Once you're done, click on OK, or you can, if you want to check here itself, click on print view and you can just check it out here. The second page is the third page. Okay, headings will be defining all the pages. So that is all about your page setup options.